Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Capricorn. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So, Capricorn, what we have here is communication struggles between you and another. The problem is you're not communicating. It's possible that is generating some bad feelings for someone. Maybe both. You may be, you may have, and I'm going to say you, but I mean it could have been vice versa, but you may be questioning a relationship because it's like you grew apart. So it's like it feels in your mind, I'm not saying it's a fact, I'm saying that in your mind, it feels like you live together, but you do things separately, okay? So, and there's it's like that connection seems to have been lost, you know? And so you're asking yourself a lot of questions. Does that person really care about me? Do I belong here still? Do we belong together? You'd be asking yourself a lot of questions. This is about you trying to make a decision on the relationship, or this is the other way around. Should you continue to stay and try and keep trying, or bring it to an end? Is there still passion here, or isn't there? That's what this card is about. That's the exact question this card would ask. Can we still bring this back to life at this point where it is? What I feel is that all of these thoughts are going on in your mind. I don't feel that you have voiced them exactly. Like you haven't really expressed to your partner how you're feeling, or the subject of you guys, growing apart. It could be that things were said that have made them distance themselves from you also. I feel like because of the lack of communication, that this is a problem that is growing out of control. And to speak the truth and or to seek the truth about how this person feels and about where this relationship stands and where it's going, you keep putting that on hold, or they do, I feel like you're unaware. Well, clearly you are unaware of how they're feeling, but I kind of feel like this is going both ways. It's like you're both wondering about the other. Both of you want this closeness back. You both love each other, but there's a lot of things that are standing between you. Words, perhaps, that were said in bitterness or out of anger that have made somebody to withdraw, or simply that lack of attention. See, that lack of attention could have really stirred up somebody's imagination, wondering what their partner is up to, and clearly, or how they're feeling, or if they're seeing somebody else, or if their interest has strayed, and things could have been said out of jealousy at that point. So I mean, this could be something that has escalated. This lack of communication, it could have escalated at certain points. I feel like it's happened more than once where the frustrations have have come out, and maybe things have been said. Yeah, see, with these cards here, it's like getting the courage to have this conversation because it feels like we're in a relationship of convenience. It's like we're together, but we're not, you know? I feel shut out in the cold, but yet I'm not talking. You know, if you're not talking and not expressing yourself, how are they supposed to know what's going on? And if you're not talking, how can you know exactly what's going on with them? You can't. So all you can do then is imagine. And that's where all your fears are going to sweep in and take a little thing and make it seem very, very big. Not that I'm saying, and I'm not saying that your feelings are a little thing, because they're a huge thing that they may have been caused by something small that was blown out of proportion because of a past experience possibly that you had that made you feel this way, that made you feel like you couldn't talk or couldn't open up to your partner when you felt this sudden disconnect or this distance between them. What possibly made you do that? Because your feelings are very, very real. But what you are imagining is not. That's what I'm getting here. You're not trusting them. And you could be preparing to make this decision because of an illusion or a perception of something that is not real. And this could possibly have happened before. It could possibly be a pattern with the devil here. And if it is, you will want to go back and find out where it started so that you can break that pattern. If it is a very deep fear you have, you need to go and look at it. Because it's causing a lot of problems here. And if allowed to continue, could result in a loss. So it is about a decision to stay and continue trying. This is a decision about having a conversation to get to the truth, or to speak your truth, to know where this relationship stands, where it's going. If there's anything left to build upon, can you bring this back to life? Does your partner still love you? It's all very valuable information. But if you don't, and very valid questions, right? But I mean, if you don't speak, if you're not speaking, all you can do is imagine. And imagination, and I keep saying that, the imagination is not a fact. So you could be deceiving yourself about what's really going on in this situation, because you don't have the facts and you may be basing it upon previous experiences. You still want this relationship. You still love this person. But because of a previous experience that you've had, you already, it's affected your thinking, you know. And so you've already perceived how this is going to go, how it's going to end. You're already feeling a loss here before you've even lost anything, you know. Yes, there's some distance between you, but find out why. Don't let it continue. You need to talk. And you need to ask yourself why you feel you can't open up to your partner and talk about these things. And maybe it's something you need to discuss with your partner, why, you feel you can't open up to them. And maybe it's the same for them. There's a disconnect here when it comes to your intuition. The angel of love is in the reverse on this rest and rejuvenation. This is this going within to get your answers. And the disconnect, the reason it's happening is because of those 10 swords. They're standing in the way. They are the obstacle here that you're struggling with. So really, here you are keeping all of this inside. You're in the dark about the relationship. You're feeling threatened. You feel you're going to have this loss, or you're undecided about maybe having this conversation again in order, because the Hierophant here is about learning what you need to know, right? But you're going back and forth. You feel threatened on that. Okay, so you keep procrastinating about having that conversation. You have it up on the wall. And so this is about looking at details. This is about working together. This is about have a willingness, a willingness to compromise, to listen, to understand. In order to understand, you need the facts. And I feel like these facts are going to be delivered to you. Oh, 1 minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So, the obstacle is all of these swords, and this relationship, it feels to you like it's on the brink of death. A lot of painful things have been said and done here, and or things, these are past ghosts and scars that are creating the obstacle in your mind, because the coin sits on the mind, on the head, and it's pushing down on the head. What's pushing down? You see how it pushes down on the head, the coin? What's pushing down on the head are those swords, the ghosts of the past. And they're creating the obstacle. You're about to get some news, some about how your person feels about you, how they really feel. This is the news that you wanted right away at the heart of the reading. It is the news that you wanted. You wanted to know. There it is. If you could bring this back to life, if your partner cares about you. And frankly, I feel like they were wondering the same thing. And that might surprise you when you have this conversation, that they were feeling the same way. This is all a result and a consequence of not communicating And going deeper on that, it is a consequence of these, of not having taken care of those, of carrying those swords from the past. So, can you bring this back to life? Yes, you can. All you need to do is communicate and nurture this relationship. All what happened here is you forgot to nurture it, and then somebody's feelings got hurt, and that seemed to escalate things and make things grow, and then both people ended up hurting. There's nothing uh, there's nothing else going on here. Like there's no cheating or anything. So have that conversation. Don't be afraid. You're afraid to open your heart. You're afraid of getting hurt. I mean, it's normal that you would feel that way after these bad experiences you've had. But learn from them and don't carry them into this relationship. Recognize, when you start feeling that way, recognize where those feelings are coming from. They're coming from here. That will help you to get past that energy. And so something is going to be delivered to you, and it brings a huge major change to your relationship. It is news that can signal a new start, or a shift in one. Whatever is coming here towards you, it is very, very welcome, and it brings relief. So this relationship with this news, and once this conversation finally happens, is when the shift occurs. It's when things get better. And it's, this person has been putting this off, having this conversation for some time. If they'd only done it sooner, they could have avoided some of this pain. But better late than never, right? And so, yes, this relationship is about to experience a huge shift with this conversation that is going to take place here. So I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.